Welcome back to Kids Kitchen. My name is Katie Hain, and I'm a registered dietitian with BJC School Outreach and Youth Development. Today in the kitchen, we are going to be making breakfast quesadillas. So to get started, we're going to heat up a little bit of oil in our pan or skillet. So just a little. And as this kind of heats up, we're going to add our vegetables first. We want to soften them before we actually cook any of the components of our breakfast quesadilla. So today I have some peppers and onions. We'll throw a little bit of those in. And just a few mushrooms. Right. So we'll stir those around so they get a nice coat of oil on them and they can cook down. Once they soften up a bit, then we will take them and set them aside and start cooking our eggs. All right, so our veggies are cooked down. We're just gonna take them out of our pan, set them to the side. So our next step is to crack and scramble 2 eggs into our pan. You can do 1 or 2, it just depends on how big you want your omelet to be. So the key to making this breakfast quesadilla is to not touch the eggs too much. Once you scramble them, get them in that shape that you want. It's similar to the size of your tortilla. Let them cook and leave them alone. All right, this is my favorite part. So when your eggs are almost cooked, you're gonna take your tortilla and you're gonna set it right on top of your egg so the egg sticks to the tortilla, and you're gonna attempt to flip it all together. So just one flip your egg and your tortilla, and it's just perfect, all right? So now that side's cooked, all we're gonna do is we're gonna add our other toppings. We're gonna add some cheese, and I got a little bit of ham. You could also do sausage or bacon, any type of animal protein, or even if you had like a vegetarian type of protein, you can throw that on top. Our cooked veggies, we're gonna throw those in the mix. And the cool thing about this recipe is that it's almost a perfect My Plate meal. So we have foods from all of the food groups with the exception of fruit. So if you wanted to make this a complete breakfast, you could throw some berries on the side, you'd have a glass of orange juice, and then you would be having food from each of the different food groups. Another highlight of this recipe is that if you do choose to add animal protein, you also have those veggies in there, which are high in vitamin C. And vitamin C is going to help you absorb the iron in your animal protein. So it's just another added bonus of this recipe. As soon as you start to see your cheese melt, you're going to flip your quesadilla in half and squish it down and kind of let it come back together and just melt everything down. So we'll let that set for a little bit, let it melt, and then we'll come back and pull it off of our cooktop. All right, now that our quesadilla is browned on both sides, we're just gently going to transfer it to our plate or whatever surface that we have. You can cut this up, you can eat it as is, you can serve it with a side of salsa, guacamole, sour cream would be great, and you have it right here, breakfast quesadilla.